Hello, 8th graders. Okay, I hope that you are awake and ready for some specific directions. Okay, I have two things that I need you to really accomplish today for class. And then you also need to prepare for your vocab quiz that is on Wednesday. Let's talk about class first. Two things. If you look, right after you are done watching this instructional video, the next thing on your to-do list is to do the Oval Office escape room, which you can find in Google in your classroom. Okay, so you're going to click on this as soon as this video is done, and you're going to launch this link. The link is going to give you two things on it. It's going to give you this Google form. This is where you're going to put all of your answers to your escape room. But in addition to that, you have to also launch this link. Okay, so you're going to have two things up. You're going to have your Google form, what's right here, but right next to it, you're going to also have up the Oval Office. So here is the Oval Office, and look, it's very interactive. You can look around. It's kind of messy right now, but we got our two candidates. There is wave to President Trump and former Vice President Biden. There they are. All right, so what you are going to do is you're going to be using the clues left in the Oval Office, and there are clues behind every dot. Use those clues to gather 3 numbers so that you can escape out of the door, okay? So anytime, I'm just going to show you this. That's what comes up anytime you click on stuff and there's information behind there. All right, let's go to our form. So the first thing that you're going to do is it tells you to type all of your answers in capital letters. So make sure your cap locks is on. Do that right now. And put just one space in between words when you give an answer. All right? So make sure you have your form up and your link so that you can go back and forth between the two. All right, I'm going to do the first couple with you. The first thing, obviously, that you have to do is put your name in. And then it says, here we go. So we're going to do this. It says, I asked President Trump and Vice President Biden if they thought you were going to escape. And this was their response. Look at, they're both shaking their head, laughing at you, saying there's no way you're going to escape. All right, so you're going to answer these questions. Now, sometimes in this area right here, it will give you some really good clues of where to find the answers. And sometimes it's pretty vague. So this one's pretty vague. It says, search around the room to find information about these following people. So who is the Republican nominee? Who's the Democratic nominee? Who's the Libertarian nominee? Who's the Green nominee? So you have to kind of find the 4 people that are running for president. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the Oval Office. Well, I see this guy's got a circle. This guy's got a circle. So I'm going to click on those and figure out who goes where. Okay, I also notice, did you see that there's a whole bunch of stuff on the ceiling? All right, there's also a whole bunch of stuff on the floor, but I did see some posters up here as well. So maybe those could help me answer those questions. All right, I'm going to give you a couple of more hints about this. When you are in your form, it will not let you go to the next page if you have an answer wrong. So if it puts something in red, that means you have something wrong, so go back to that question. So it will check you as you go. So that's super nice. There's a couple of times that it asks you to solve a rebus, okay? And I didn't know if you guys knew what these were, so I'm going to give you an example. This obviously is a picture of a zebra, okay? So what you would do on a piece of paper or whatever, you write the word zebra out. But then it tells you minus the Z. So we go back there and we're going to get rid of the Z, the B, sorry. And then it tells me that the A really should equal an O. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to change that. So what is the answer to my rebus? Is 0. Okay, so use those clues to help you come up with the number or the word or whatever that you want. So that's how you solve a rebus. Last thing that I want to go over with this. Anytime it tells you, remember this number or write this number down, you should do that because there's going to be 3 key numbers. There's more than 3 numbers as answers, but 3 of them are going to help you open the combination. So if it says write this number down or remember this number, make sure you do that because that's the combination to get out. All right, so that is step 1 in your absent student, and that is to escape the Oval Office. The last thing that you need to do for class today is to do the Northeast Colonies podcast and note catcher. Again, it's posted in Classroom, and it looks like this. You will launch the video. And the great thing about this video is, I'll play it for just a little bit. So Mr. Zoller is going to do a great job of walking you through this. So I would open this in another tab. I'm going to close it for now, but open this in another tab. And he's going to have you write down some notes as you do it. But he will tell you, pause here. Like there will be a big pause sign that comes up. He'll have a big pencil that says, write this down. So you don't really need to come up with your own stuff. He will tell you when to pause. He will tell you exactly what to write. So all you need to do is follow the instructions, okay? So those are your 2 tasks for today. Escape the Oval Office and then your Northeast Colonies podcast. So those are the 2 things to tackle. Now, I did post in Classroom those Kahoot challenges, links for that. I see that some of you haven't done those from Friday yet. So make sure you're keeping up and do those. But here are 2 links to 2 Kahoots that will help you with learning those vocab words because your vocab quiz is on Wednesday. So it says between these Kahoots and your vocab chart, spend some time preparing for Wednesday's quiz. I will email you on Tuesday about when you're going to take the quiz and how that's going to go. All right? Escape room, podcast, study for your test. If you have any issues, make sure you text or email me, and I'd be happy to help you. All right? Have a great day. Thank you, Chargers.